Section 5. Assessment Data Utilization. Data derived from internal and external assessments shall be used in planning, monitoring, and evaluation cycles of the department. This means that system assessment data will be used as critical input for decision-making process of various committees across DepEd's level of governance like the DepEd Central Office, Executive Committee, Program Committee, and the Regional and Division Management Committees, ensuring maximum use of the data. Moreover, the results of system performance assessment must connect with program delivery in order to benefit all the learners. Field offices may examine school, division, or regional level data in relation to system level data to make meaningful use of the data created by this policy. This will enable them to provide essential technical assistance to schools in the development of learning-related initiatives. School improvement plans that directly address teaching and learning improvement concerns in the school should always be based on on-site gain from the data. The BEA is responsible for the test implementation methods as well as the dissemination and use of assessment data. In accordance with DepEd Order No. 55 Series of 2016 or the policy guidelines on the national assessment of student learning in the K-12 basic education program. Lastly, ELLNA and NAT will be administered to the universal population every 3 years starting 2018. This is to provide a large-scale data and micro or school-level monitoring of achievement and to provide balance between the classroom-based assessment and the system-wide assessment. This amends the relevant provisions of DepEd Order 55 Series of 2016. Section 6. Generating social acceptance and participating in international large-scale assessments. This policy directs all DepEd offices to organize advocacy efforts that will lead to teachers, administrative workers, students, and education stakeholders understanding and acceptance of, as well as support for participation in national and international large-scale assessments. Furthermore, the department must guarantee that the assessment process is done in a prudent manner, with learners being informed before assessment, debriefed immediately after taking the examinations, and given the opportunity to understand the results when they are released. To ensure this, the following shall be done. First, the communications unit of the DepEd will spearhead the planning and implementation of the internal and external communications strategy for this purpose, with the information officers of each region will assist in disseminating the correct information about system assessment. Second, the curriculum and instruction units across the department will foster confidence among teachers and students about the assessment process to be undertaken. Third, equally important to the successful conduct of system performance evaluation is students' understanding of their role in the process. Therefore, using developmentally appropriate methods, field offices and schools are directed to A. Conduct orientation activities for learners, explaining to them the relationship between their performance on the assessments and its effect on curriculum policies and assessment standards. B. Conduct a post-assessment debriefing session that will allow students to share the experience. And lastly, inform the learners about the results and their implications on the educational system.
Section 7. Monitoring and Evaluation. To achieve success and standards in this system-wide assessment, there should be alignment or coherence of understanding in terms of curriculum, instruction, assessment, policies, and practices among and across various levels of implementation: national, region, division, district, and school levels. Supporting offices composed of first, Curriculum and Instruction (CI) standard. Second, Bureau of Curriculum Development or BCD. It utilizes assessment results and coordinates regularly with BIA and BLD. Third, Bureau of Learning Delivery or BLD. It develops a wide range of instructional approaches and strategies that are assessment-driven, designs a teacher training program based on assessment results, and coordinates with BIA. Fourth, Bureau of Education Assessment or BIA. It provides assessment results to BCD, BLD, and other bureaus as baselines in evaluating assessment mechanism and delivery system, and also it provides relevant, credible, and evidence-based research findings and recommendations to CI bureaus. It also conducts needs assessment through educational researches to address learning gaps. Fifth, Bureau of Learning Resources or BLR. It develops learning materials based on assessment outcomes. It designs instructional materials appropriate to students' learning needs and ensures that learning resources are available, sufficient, and are utilized in the school. Sixth, the National Educators Academy of the Philippines or NEAP. It evaluates the relevance of training programs in improving management, supervisory, and instructional practices. It designs seminars, trainings, and workshops to keep the education practices abreast with the current trends in education or international market for continuous development. Next is the Section 8, Effectivity. Section 8 states that these guidelines will remain in force unless sooner repealed, amended, or rescinded. All existing orders and memoranda that are inconsistent with this order are rescinded. This means unless sooner changed or withdrawn, these guidelines will stay in effect. Next, the Section 9. Section 9 contains references that you can see in the report.